Just imagine being stranded with a beautiful girl in a mysterious place where escape seems impossible. Something similar happens in our story today. The story begins in a barren desert where a child covered in mud is seen chewing on a human finger. Soon, we meet Sam, a professional photographer who had wandered into the desert to capture breathtaking pictures of the solar eclipse. When the eclipse began, Sam clicked stunning shots. After completing his work, he started walking back to his car. On the way, he saw a child sitting alone crying. Concerned, Sam asked what happened. The child said he was separated from his parents. Sam offered to take him in his car to search for them, but the child stood up and insisted his parents were in the opposite direction. Confused, Sam decided to follow him, unwilling to leave the child alone. After walking for some time, Sam realized the night was approaching and urged the child to turn back. Suddenly, the child abused him and ran away. Now Sam was stranded. His car was too far, and he had lost his way. Worse, his phone had no signal. While trying to find a way out, Sam heard a woman singing from a distance. He followed the voice and came upon a strange little house built into the Ghats. Spotting a staircase, he descended and knocked on the door. A woman named Alina opened it. Sam explained his situation, but Alina seemed oddly surprised. Without offering much information, she calmly invited Sam in and served him food. When Sam asked how he could get out of this place, Alina gave no clear answer. Exhausted and out of options, Sam quietly lay down on a bed, unsure of what awaited him next. Later, Sam noticed Alina bathing in the other room after removing her clothes. Feeling uneasy, he quickly closed his eyes and went to sleep. The next morning, Sam left some money for Alina and stepped outside, only to be shocked. The house was surrounded by steep hills, and the lower part of the staircase he used the previous night was broken. When he asked Alina about it, she said locals sometimes take the stairs and would return soon. Sam asked for another way out, but Alina calmly said there wasn't one. Frustrated, Sam realized he'd have to stay another day. Later, he decided to climb the hill but couldn't handle the scorching heat, and failed. The next day, while searching Alina's house, he found a hammer and tried climbing again. This time, a group of children threw an animal carcass at him, causing him to fall and lose consciousness. When Sam woke up, it was night, and he was in terrible pain. The hammer had fallen on his foot. He cried for help, and Alina rushed to him, removing the hammer and tending to his wounds. She brought him inside and bandaged him. After 2 days of rest, Sam regained his strength and tried escaping again. Desperate, he yelled for help at the top of the hill, but no one responded. Frustrated, Sam dragged Alina outside and demanded answers. Alina tried to calm him, offering to care for him, but Sam shouted that he wanted to return to his old life. When Alina tried to approach him, Sam pushed her away, declaring he didn't need anyone's help. Later, a boy named Corvus and his sister appeared at the top of the hill. Corvus called out to Sam, who explained he was trapped and needed help. Corvus promised to return with a rope. Sam was overjoyed and waited eagerly. Eventually, Corvus returned and threw down a rope, asking Sam to tie himself securely. Sam obeyed, and the group began pulling him up. However, halfway through, they stopped, mocking Sam and swinging the rope back and forth. One boy even urinated on him. Helpless, Sam hit a rock, slipped, and fainted while hanging in midair. Then, suddenly, Alina arrived and scolded the boys in her language, causing them to panic and flee. That night, Sam woke up in Alina's bed. Weak and disoriented, he tried to stand but collapsed onto the floor. As he cried in frustration, Alina gently advised him to accept his fate, asking, "Why do you want to leave this place?" Sam questioned why the boys had mistreated him. Alina explained that they were just mischievous drifters, and he shouldn't take them seriously. Weeks passed, and Sam began to accept his situation. Gradually, he settled into life there, with Alina taking care of him, and Sam started developing feelings for her. One day, a boy brought a bag containing food and supplies. Curious, Sam asked where it came from. Alina dismissed his question, saying he shouldn't ask. This made Sam wonder if Alina was also trapped like him. One evening, while Sam was drunk, he heard noises outside. Grabbing a hammer, he stepped out to find Corvus disguised as a woman. Corvus mocked him, snatched the hammer, and ran away after licking Sam's face. Furious, Sam stormed back inside and shouted at Alina, accusing her of letting these boys control her life. Alina calmly told him to sleep and went to her room to bathe. Drunk and unable to control himself, Sam spent the night with Alina. A few days later, while Sam was working in the garden, a boy named Lips called from above, asking what he was doing. Sam explained he was farming and described how seeds grow into crops. Intrigued, Lips asked more questions. Sam offered to teach him if Lips helped him in return, but the boy grew nervous and ran off. Later, while at home, Sam noticed an old photo of a woman and asked Alina who it was. She revealed it was the first mother to arrive in this place. Sam didn't understand, but Alina then shared surprising news. She was going to be a mother. She assured Sam he wouldn't have any responsibilities, but he lashed out, accusing her of trapping him and refusing to let his child grow up in the hands of a mad woman. The next morning, while jogging, Sam encountered Lips again, and the boy started talking to him. Sam asked Lips for help, saying Alina was pregnant and they needed to escape. He asked Lips to bring a rope and promised to explain physics to him. Sam also said that once they were free, they could live together as a family. Lips hesitantly agreed to help, but only when everyone else was asleep. However, another boy overheard their conversation, dragged Lips away, and warned him against helping Sam. Later, Alina questioned Sam about his talk with Lips. Sam defended Lips, saying he had a kind heart and was different from the others. When Sam mentioned Lips's plan to help them escape, Alina grew visibly worried. Sam then excitedly talked about returning to his life eating cheeseburgers, a concept Alina didn't understand, having never left this place. That night, strange chanting echoed from the hilltop as the boys performed a horrific ritual wearing bizarre costumes. The next morning, Sam and Alina woke to a horrifying sight. Lips was hanging from ropes above the valley, his back gruesomely mutilated. Alina screamed in rage, shouting that brothers should never harm one another and blaming Sam for her son's death. Before Sam could react, Alina attacked him with a stick, rendering him unconscious. Months later, Sam was locked in a cage and treated like an animal. Alina, heavily pregnant, kept him alive with minimal food and water. One day, Sam spotted a girl at the hilltop and desperately called out for help. The girl attempted to call the police, but Corvus caught her and brutally killed her in front of Sam, leaving him in a state of madness, kicking and screaming in his cage. That evening, a child gave Sam a piece of fruit. After eating it, Sam lost consciousness and woke up to see Alina and the boys performing a ritual at a distance. Sam realized the horrifying truth. The boys were Alina's children, born from different men she had lured. During the ritual, Alina stood blindfolded with leaves, while the boys danced around a blazing fire. As winter set in, Alina gave Sam a blanket. Desperate, Sam begged for freedom, promising to raise all her children. But Alina coldly revealed that she only needed him to father her child. Now that her goal was achieved, Sam was no longer necessary. She only awaited the birth of her baby. The next morning, Alina went into labor, writhing in excruciating pain. She freed Sam and begged for his help. Despite everything, Sam cared for his child and assisted her. However, as he looked around, he noticed the boys had set up a ladder, offering him a chance to escape. Torn, Sam started toward the ladder, but stopped at the sound of a baby's cry. Overwhelmed, Sam returned, holding his newborn daughter. For a moment, he forgot all his suffering. Alina took the baby from him, saying she would raise her to continue their tradition of survival. She thanked Sam, saying their journey ended here. Suddenly, one of the boys slit Sam's throat from behind, killing him instantly. Alina calmly stored Sam's belongings in a trunk and began nursing her daughter. Meanwhile, Sam's lifeless body lay rotting outside. How did you find this heart-wrenching story? Let us know in the comments. See you in the next video.